Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. English News edition coming to you live from RTD channel. In this edition, we bring you the latest headlines from Djibouti and across the world. Coming up, President Ismail Omar Guelleh congratulated Emmanuel Macron on France's National Day, July 14. And concerning the 2026 World Cup, Spain reached a final after defeating France last night. Those were the top stories, and welcome back in our newsroom. We begin tonight's news with the strong bilateral ties between France and Djibouti. On the occasion of France's National Day, the President of the Republic, President Ismail Omar Guelleh, sent a message of congratulations to his French counterpart, President Emmanuel Macron. President Guelleh wished President Macron continued success and extended his best wishes for peace, prosperity, and well-being to the French people. In his message, the head of state praised the strong ties of friendship and cooperation between France and Djibouti, particularly in the strategic areas of defense and security. The president also reaffirmed the two countries' shared commitment to universal values and extended his warmest wishes to President Macron and to the people of France as well. Staying with the national news, President Ismail Omar Guelleh has paid a vibrant tribute to the late Ali Souban Farah, a respected figure in Djibouti's public administration who passed away on Monday. The head of state honored the memory of the former senior government official, praising his dedication to the nation, his loyalty, and his lifelong service to the country during his career. Ali Souban Farah held several senior positions, including Director of Planning, member of the National Assembly, and member of the Constitutional Council. President Guelleh also extended his sincere condolences to the bereaved family, relatives, and all those who knew him. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Turning now to foreign affairs, President Ismail Omar Guelleh has dispatched the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation government spokesperson Abdul Qadir Hussein Omar to Doha in order to convey Djibouti's official condolences following the passing of the former Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. On behalf of the President of the Republic, the government, and the people of Djibouti, the foreign minister delivered a message of sympathy to the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, as well as to the Qatari people. The gesture reflects the close of ties of friendship, solidarity, and brotherhood between Djibouti and Qatar. President Ismail Omar Guelleh had earlier paid a vibrant tribute to the Emir, describing him as a key figure in the modernization and development of Qatar. Let's come back to the country's news. Turning now to education sector, the United States Embassy in Djibouti celebrated the graduation of 259 young participants from its English for Success program. The graduation ceremony was held at the American corner of the Balbala National Library in the presence of U.S. Chargée d'Affaires Sarah Padula, program partner, and the graduate families. Implemented through the American Spaces Network, the program aims to strengthen the English language skills of young Djiboutians while developing their leadership, critical thinking, and employability in international environment. This year, the number of graduates increased significantly, rising from 194 in 2025 to 259 in 2026, reflecting the growing interest of young people in learning English. Beyond language training, the embassies to American corner continue to promote education and cultural exchange. Over the past year, they welcomed nearly 28,000 visitors and organized 69 educational activities, bringing together more than 2,200 participants. The U.S. Embassy also thanked the National Agency for the Promotion of Culture, the National Library, the teachers, and all partners involved in this program. During the ceremony, the U.S. Chargée d'Affaires Sarah Padula took the floor to congratulate the graduates and encourage them to continue improving their language skills. Let's listen to her.
It is a pleasure to join you today to celebrate the accomplishments of the 259 graduates of our English for Success program. To each of you receiving a certificate today, congratulations. Today is not simply about completing an English course, it is about recognizing your commitment to your own future. Learning a new language requires discipline and perseverance. You should be proud of yourselves. Each of you made the decision to dedicate your time to developing a skill that will continue to serve you long after today's ceremony.
Speaking at the ceremony, the Director General for the National Agency for the Promotion of Culture did not fail to praise the English language courses offered through the American spaces, particularly those hosted at the National Library. He congratulated all the graduates, commending their dedication, confidence, and determination to learn. He said that the certificates recognize the graduate hard work and mark an important step in their personal and professional development. He added that proficiency in foreign language, especially English, opens the door to knowledge, innovation, employment opportunities, and international exchange, while creating new opportunities for young people in an increasingly connected world. Djibouti is going through major economic changes, located at the crossroads of important international trade routes. The country is attracting more of foreign investment, improving its infrastructure, and strengthening its role as a regional hub in East Africa. In this report, we look at how these investments are supporting national growth and the challenges ahead to achieve sustainable development. Let's watch.
Djibouti is emerging today as one of East Africa's fastest transforming economies thanks to its exceptional geographical location at the entrance to the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The country has attracted a significant foreign investment over the past several years, making it a key driver of national economic growth. This strategic position places Djibouti at the crossroads of the major maritime routes linking Asia, Europe, and Africa, further strengthening its economic appeal. Foreign investment is concentrated primarily in port and logistics infrastructure. The country has developed several modern ports and transit zones that facilitate international trade. This facilitation plays a crucial role in the transportation of goods, particularly to Ethiopia, a landlocked country that relies heavily on Djibouti's trade corridors for its external commerce. This economic relationship reinforced Djibouti's role as a regional logistical hub. At the same time, the country's free trade zones continue to attract numerous foreign companies. These economic zones offer favorable investment conditions and encourage businesses involved in logistics, warehousing, processing, and services to establish operations. This momentum is helping transforming Djibouti into a rapidly expanding commercial hub. Investments in railway and road infrastructure have also strengthened this development. The transport corridor linking Djibouti to the African interior also allows for smoother movement of goods and people, thereby facilitating regional trade and economic exchange. This transportation network represents a major strategic asset for the country's economical development. In the energy sector, several projects have been implemented to improve electricity generation and distribution. These investments are essential to support industrial growth and meet the increasing demand from businesses and households alike. As such, energy has become a fundamental pillar of the country's economic development. The impact of these investments on national growth has been significant. They have created both direct and indirect employment opportunities across various sectors, including construction, transportation, and services. They have also contributed to the modernization of national infrastructure and enhanced the country's competitiveness at the regional level. Public revenues have also benefited from this economical momentum. Activities related to ports and free trade zones and commercial exchange generate substantial income for the government, strengthening its ability to finance public policies and development programs. Despite this progress, however, several challenges remain. Djibouti continue to rely heavily on foreign investment, highlighting the need for greater economic diversification. Developing human capital through education, skills training, and youth employment also remains a major priority to sustain growth. Furthermore, expanding the range of economic sectors is essential to ensure more balanced and sustainable development. In this context, Djibouti continues its efforts to consolidate its position on a regional hub. The country is focusing on attracting further investment, expanding infrastructure, and strengthening its international partnerships. Its objective is to transform its geographical advantages into sustainable and inclusive economical growth. Foreign investment has therefore become a central pillar of Djibouti's economic transformation, contributing both to its integration into the global economy and to the strengthening of its national growth.
Moving on now to the next story, a Turkish embassy in Djibouti commemorates democracy and National Unity Day on the international. The Embassy of Turkey in Djibouti commemorate Democracy and National Unity Day, marking this year the 10th anniversary of the failed coup attempt of July 15, 2026. 2016, the ceremony was held in the presence of Erdal Sabri Erian, ambassador of Turkey to Djibouti, the Imam of Abdul Hamid Mosque, commander of the Djiboutian Navy, Colonel Ahmed Jama, Dahir Jama, representative of Djiboutian military and security authorities, member of the Turkish community, and many Djiboutian guests. Following a recitation of the Holy Quran in memory of the Maltese, Ambassador Erdal Sabriyan delivered a speech highlighting the significance of July 15 in Turkey's history, in reaffirming the Turkish people's strong commitment to democracy, national unity, and constitutional order. In his speech, the ambassador of Turkey to Djibouti, Erdal Sabriyan, highlighted the importance of democracy and national unity, a day commemorating the 10th anniversary of the failed coup attempt of July 15, 2016. He did not fail to recall that the coup attempt targeted Turkey's constitutional order and democracy, threatened that millions of Turkish citizens took to the streets to defend national will and democracy and democratic institutions. The ambassador did not fail to pay the vibrant tribute to the 251 people who lost their lives during the events and expressed gratitude to the veterans. He said that July 15 remains a symbol of unity and solidarity for the Turkish people. He also reaffirmed Turkey's commitment to strengthen its institutions. Now we continue with the regional news. In Ethiopia, authorities are relying on AI and cyber security to accelerate the country's digital transformation. The country is speeding up its digital development by investing in artificial intelligence and strengthening cyber security skills. Through training and support programs, the country, Ethiopia, aims to develop a new generation of experts capable of promoting technological innovation and supporting the growth of the digital economy. Sport news now, and with the latest from the 2026 World Cup. Spain has secured its place in the final after defeating France in the semi-final. Spain booked its ticket to the 2026 World Cup final with a 2-0 victory over France on last night. Following a controlled performance from La Roja, Spain's victory sent them into the final, while France will now play in the third place match. The second semi-final will be played later on, with Argentina taking on England for the remaining place in the 2026 World Cup final. Despite ongoing tensions with Tehran, Washington says it's keeping the door open for dialogue with Iran. U.S. President Donald Trump said that negotiations with Iran remain possible despite continued tension. The statement comes after new U.S. strikes and increased economic and maritime pressure on Iran, raising concern over a possible regional escalation. Moving on now to France, where the country is facing a severe emergency response effort to contain a large forest fire south of Paris. French authorities have deployed significant resources to control the wildfire, which has been burning for 3 days. Nearly 900 people have been evacuated as a precaution, while extensive ground and aerial operations are underway to slow the spread of the flames. Finally, we turn to South Asia, where Bangladesh is facing severe floods and landslide caused by heavy monsoon rains. The disaster has affected more than 1 people across the country. Authorities, supported by rescue teams and humanitarian organizations, are carrying out evacuation and relief operations as the death toll has reached at least 54. So that's it for tonight's news. Thanks for being with us, and stay tuned for more program on RTD channel. Bye-bye.